What is it about Elon that makes it so special? And my answer always comes down to the relationships, and those relationships are driven by mentoring.
I wanted, when I was applying for jobs, to be at a place where I could have that kind of an impact on the student.
Elon attracts a certain type of both faculty and student. I think you're attracting the students and the faculty that want to be engaged and working really closely with each other.
You know, we come to work every day and we spend a lot of time here with each other, and it's just nice to know that you have a small part in helping someone on their way.
I try to be the mentor that I wish I had, and I don't mean that in a, as though I didn't have good mentors. I've had great mentors. I've had great, guidance sort of along my career path. But early in my career, especially in undergrad, I didn't know what I didn't know. And so I try to try and fill that gap for students if I see an area that I think a student would excel in, and maybe they don't realize, hey, this opportunity is available to you. I try to show them it is available, right? Here's an opportunity that I think you should try. And sometimes that's all they need, right? They need just a little push.
I think mentoring is important because I think that none of us have it all figured out, and that when we seek out mentors, we figure out that we're all in it together, and it lets us know it's okay to not have it all figured out.
I feel joy in this intellectual path, working with students and pursuing my interests in French and pedagogy and intercultural learning. And that was all thanks to a person who asked me the right questions at the right time and who opened my eyes to possibilities. And I wanted to be that person because it was life-changing for me.
Of all the high-impact practices Elon excels at, the internships, the leadership, the study abroad, it's the mentoring that is the highest impact practice. And over my 2 decades at Elon, it is something that I take more pride in and something I enjoy more than anything else I do.
I typically mentor students over a hot beverage, which they will laugh when I say that, but normally it looks like somebody will need to chat, and we will walk over to Gloco, the Steeped, which they have tea and treats, and we usually can just talk. Sometimes it's just the time that we walk together to there and then back, and we can have a discussion and they can ask questions. I think a lot of being a good mentor is asking them good questions to help them figure things out for themselves.
You get to know the students typically a little deeper, so you might know some of their personal life, you might know some of their more varied interests, but you also maybe know more about how they're doing holistically as a student, right? So not just your class, but what are the other subjects that they're interested in? How do those subjects mesh together? And that helps you be a better mentor because you can see what they're interested in and what they're not.
So a good mentor provides a space where students can try hard things and feel like it's okay to not get them perfectly right the first time. And when you see them do that, you know that they're going to have the tools to move forward in life and find joy and spread that and make the world better. So I get out of it that positive feeling of seeing students become who they're supposed to become.
The thing I love seeing is how students become experts in their topics, and they educate us as well. And so it's a wonderful two-way exchange, and that's the spark of higher education at its finest.